Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy times in this world. Real crazy times. Yep. Let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it. By the way, it's your boy Carcino here. I hope you guys got the notification. I've done everything in my power to try to make sure everybody got what they're supposed to get. So let's talk about it. Dr. Dre and how they amassed millions of dollars. Millions. Now, people don't understand how a song works. You know, when you get points off a record or you're on a soundtrack and the soundtrack is very successful, you know, you got a gold single, that's millions of that's millions of dollars. But if you're unaware of your worth, like most people get points, they get publishing. Take for instance Sam Sneed. I think my name is Sam, and I think you better recognize. Now Sam was living in the house of Dr. Dre when he was on death row, right? When Suge was there and Snoop wanted him to do that record, was like he had this deal with Def Jam, and that's how they found out about it, because they went to Suge and Dr. Dre, and he told them the whole situation. Like he told Snoop, you know, give me 15 or 20 for the record, but at the same time, you know, Suge and them was like, all right, you know, let me go ahead and talk to him. So they were like, this dude trying to charge? Like, what's going on? So Sam Sneed was like, look, you know, this is what I'm getting paid to track. Because when I did, my name is Sam, and I think you better recognize. So Dr. Dre just gave him like $15,000 just for the song. He didn't get no publishing rights or nothing. And then on Keep Your Head Ringing, you know, all the production work and everything else he did, Dr. Dre gave him $20,000 and didn't give him any publishing on it. Then Natural Born Killers, he did that track, got another 20. He didn't get no publishing on that. So when Keep Your Head Ringing was like buzzing on the Friday soundtrack, and he was like, man, his manager is like, you know, what's going on, man? You're not getting any publishing? Like, what's happening here? You know, and so the manager is, you know, business savvy, but you dealing with a street label. You know, this death row. You gonna run up with Suge and start, you know, getting aggressive? That's not that's not gonna be very well for you. So when he told Suge, and Suge was like, "Oh man, they messed up on the paperwork again. I'm gonna get on them about that. Don't worry. But how you living? You need some money? Here, hold that. You know, anything to tie him over." But what Sam Sneed was looking at was like, look, I stayed at Dr. Dre house. You know, here is here's, you know, a guy who had me at his crib. I think you better recognize. I think my name is Sam. You can have that one. I don't care about the publishing on that one because I stayed at your house. But keep your head ringing, and all the rest of them. I feel like, look, I need something. You know what I'm saying? So that's how artists end up screwing themselves because they keep doing the homeboy rate. If you have a rate, stick to your rates. It's like, look, this is what I'm worth, or this is what I'm charging, and I need my production on the record. Dre gonna come and track it, and you ain't gonna get no credits because it's gonna be tracked by Dr. Dre, mixed by Dre. He's getting the production, so and all the publishing rights, and they were doing that on all the records. They were just giving artists flat fees. They did it to Daz. They did it to everybody. So when everything was done, it looked like Dr. Dre, did everything. And meanwhile, all that money was basically staying with Death Row. That's why Dr. Dre had like $118 million that he signed over to Suge and just let it all go. Just so he could walk. All that publishing. So he was paid $20,000 for Keep Your Head Ringing. Keep Your Head Ringing almost sold 1,000,000 records. It's on a movie soundtrack. You talking about this artist probably would have gotten about, he was looking at about 3 million off the record. Off one single, he could have made almost 2 mil, at least 1 million. I'm serious. The record company made a fortune off that one single. If one single sells 500,000 and goes gold, you got a gold single record. You've already made over a couple of million off doing that. You know. So you get a single. That's about what, $4 for a single. Unless it's a maxi, it's $5.99 or whatever. You sell that 500,000 of those or more. Look where you at with the numbers. So the record company, I'm not saying that's all going to go to Sam, but you'll get paid off that forever. Forever. Whenever the movie Friday is played anywhere, and Friday is a movie that's a hit, you'll get a check. You getting that movie money, and you getting that movie soundtrack money. All that now would go to Dr. Dre's publishing catalog that was stuck up in that's stuck in the death row thing, whatever the royalties of the money he got there, it's just sitting there stuck. A lot of people got publishing over there that's just stuck in limbo, and nobody know how to get the money out because they weren't even educated on how to do that. So if you select a flat fee for what you're doing, and it's a rate that you're doing per work, like production, that's cool. But if you don't track it, you're not going to get paid. You could be paid to do the track, which is cool. 15, 20, that's exceptionally well for an unknown producer at that time. That's something like Havoc, RZA, they were charging like 20,000 a beat. But they also gonna track it, so they were gonna get the publishing too. So the 15 and 20 is cool, but you still supposed to track your own song. Our buddy SC got screwed. SC got screwed over because he did that beat for that song Game first album, the documentary. And Havoc ended up coming in there and tracking the beat. And he got paid. The money all went to Havoc, and it was like, man. And he talked to Game, and Game was like, man, I didn't know that was your beat. Havoc came in and said it was his and tracked it. So that's between you and him, dude. I don't know. I can't control that. Which was, it made him mad because that was his track. But it's the way SC handled it in the first place. He was working with Mobb Deep. So he gave him a lot of tracks that wind up on 50 Cents and Tony Yayo album, everything. So it's a big mess. But this is why I'm saying you got to get professional. You got to be real business savvy about what you're doing. Because if you're not, you can mess up a whole lot of money for yourself. And it was, Drake did a lot of people messed up. J Flex, a lot of these other artists that was on the label, but I can't really blame them because you know the business is shady. It's like, look, you know the record business is shady going in. How about getting smart before you go in? You want to be a rapper? Get smart, know the business. Know about points, learn about the business, then go into the business. How about that? Don't just say I want to be a rapper. Then you're going to get taken advantage of. Then you're going to be like, man, they robbed me. No, you robbed yourself. You robbed yourself. They're not obligated to tell you what you need to be doing. It's not their problem. That's yours. They pay you. You provide what they pay you for. That's your job. They'll do the marketing and do what they got to do. But you got to do your part. Now they can't babysit you and protect your money for you and then tell you, hey, that's on you, man. You gotta keep your mind on your paper at all times. These people ain't playing no games out here. None. They don't care about you. They don't know you. And Sam was about to go right back dead smack into the same situation. Dr. Dre went through so many changes, and when he left Death Row, he came back for Snoop, came back and worked with Corrupt. Sam Sneed was like, dude, I lived in your house. We never had an argument. We never did nothing wrong at all. You just disappeared one day. And he's like, well, man, that's how you feel about me? Like, dude, like, for real? Like, he never understand what was going on. That's how bad it was. Then he ran into him at the gym while he was working out. And when he came in Cali, he's like, oh man, you out here? He's like, yeah, I'm out here. Like, what's up? He's like, oh man, I'm just working on some stuff and this and that. And told him, man, what I'm going to do, man, I'm going to hire you. I'm going to put you on contract, pay you $100,000 a year. And he was like, oh man, that's good. That's what's up. Did Dre make that happen? Nope. That's been over 10 years ago. Well, see, Dre's assistant is Cardis. Cardis is that's the person that handles Dre's business. So if you call Cardis, then So Carter's handles like the payroll, everything. So if Dre got a check for you, Carter's will pay you. So anyway, no check was there. Then Curtis is like, Dre sometimes jumped the gun. You know that. You know what time it is. So he felt used, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, a lot of people reached out. A lot of people reached out to Sam Sneed, like trying to get production. Like, yo, Sam, you still working and all that. But people, money was funny back then, man. So he had to just do what everybody else is doing. See, it take people like those sweet days in the '90s. They screwed the hip hop game up. People think like, man, it's all this back artists. I mean, record labels ain't paying no artist development money like that no more. Unless you got holes in your jeans and you about 120 pounds and you're a vegan and you pale white or Puerto Rican or something, you ain't getting no money. So you can forget about that. All you need to do is focus on getting the business right, man. Get yourself independent. Blow yourself up independently. Start doing shows locally. Get yourself a buzz locally before you start trying to expand and just jump too far. Everybody wants to do that and they don't want to get an audience. They don't want to build themselves up doing nothing no more. But you got to understand, what do you want to do? What you want to be in this game? People don't have a plan. They just like, I want to rap. It's like, and that's what the record company want to hear. You want to rap? Well, let me hear your songs. That's good. I could make money off this, and this. So now they look at like, I don't even got to put out an album. I could just put out singles for him for about 3 years, and then maybe we could talk about an album. If not, mixtape. No real commitment for me. He's producing or providing all of the mixtapes. I can just promote it and keep his face out there, keep it less costly, and go from there. But other than that, I getting in the hip hop game right now is like the most dangerous profession in the world for less money. You're not really making that kind of money. People, but I don't know what y'all talking about. These young dudes, they living on borrowed money. I'm like, dude, you got to do shows to get that money, bruh. Sponsorships and shows. You got these people that's gonna sponsor you, and they gonna want you to do their little, you know, they fashion over this or whatever this thing is, and put this product here and there, and blow up your Instagrams and all that. That's cool and dandy. But when your buzz go and your record ain't popping, can you still be around? Are you still gonna be relevant in these streets when a new guy comes along? And you got Lil Soda Pop Red and all these other dudes come around. And Blue Fizz ain't popping no more. Maybe man, Blue Fizz, yeah, he kind of weak now. You ready for that reality? Are you ready for it? Because it's coming. Just wanted to let you know. So get smart. Hopefully you learn from Sam Sneed You know, stop waiting around for other people to do stuff for you, man. You know, I'm not saying that he hadn't learned, but sometimes it takes people to go down these roads before they, you know, hit the independent route. You know, he survived cancer. He had a massive brain tumor. You know, he bounced back and he came back and did, you know, was able to survive and have all his faculties. So God bless him for that. You know, God bless that man because it could have been a lot worse, you know. It could have been a lot worse. So, thank you all for listening to me. Hopefully, this information helps somebody, wake somebody up who might have a dream that this is what they want to do for their career. I'm not trying to dump on your career, just trying to tell you get smart about something. If somebody's going to go join a job and do a job, they got to know something about what they're getting involved in. If somebody's going to start a company, they want to kind of like know about the business that they're getting into. They just don't want to jump in it because they like it. You know, everybody likes ice cream, but you don't go and buy an ice cream business until you understand the market of ice cream. Like, what flavors should I be investing in? What flavor is selling the most in other locations? Is this the most popular flavor? I might need to order this more than I order this. You know, inventories, all these different things that you don't think about. So it's more advanced than just, I like ice cream. You know, so anyhow, I'm out. Didn't want to rant all day. Carcino for life. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed so you can get your notifications. And make sure it's selected to all so they cannot say you did not get your notifications. If you want to support the page, again, my Cash App is Carcino, Karceno. And definitely check out the Patreon on the Carcino for Life Patreon. We got a lot of special stuff coming up this week, and especially on the 1st. I'm out.